to the Spooky Stonerzzz podcast. I'm Lindsey.
And I'm Denah.
Thank you for joining us for our second episode. On this podcast, we will be talking about true crime, paranormal, metaphysical, new age stuff, all while partaking in cannabis one way or another. So grab your weed and get going.
I legit almost just said your name instead of my own name.
I'm Lindsey, and I'm Lindsey.
We're both Lindsey today.
Okay, we'll go with it. So what? Oh shit! Yeah, what are we smoking? I totally forgot to look at the name.
Oh, I've got.
It's right here.
Animal Larry.
Yeah.
Sounds like malaria.
But it's not malaria.
But it's not malaria.
Yeah, it's good.
It's also nothing to do with mosquitoes.
Nothing to do with mosquitoes. And where did you get that from? What store?
The one down the road.
Here?
Sotera.
Oh, Sotera.
Yeah.
Yes. Because, I like saying the store name because, for instance, Stardog you can get at Truly, but you can also get it at another store. And the one at the other store, Green. No, not Green.
Is the other store also named Lindsey?
Yes.
Because that's my name too.
What?
Today.
It's Lindsey Day. Yay. But the other store, the THC in Stardog is lower than at Truly. So
weird.
Just want to put that out there so that so what's going on this past week? Because it's literally only been a week since we recorded our first episode.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
it feels like it's been 6 weeks.
Yeah, maybe for you. I've been stressing about notes.
Oh. It feels like it's been a really long time since we last recorded for me.
I have not researched this hard, not even in high school. My English teachers would be so proud of me of how well I'm researching stuff for this podcast.
That's funny.
But yeah, so it's summer.
Yeah.
And I know your kid doesn't go to school. He's homeschooled.
Yeah.
But my two kids, they go to school. So now they're at home.
I know.
And
it's been really fun.
And I work at home.
I know.
As they're teenagers. One's 17 and one's 13. So they're not up my ass.
Yeah.
But at the same time, as their mom, I'm we need to do things. And so I'm freaking out because I'm okay, today we need to make Rice Krispie treats. And today we need to do this. And I'm I can't relax.
Oh my gosh. You know what my mom did with me over the summer? Every year, she said, hey, here's your sister. You guys stay here. See you at 5. Peace.
That's what I used to do when I didn't work from home. But now that I'm working from home, I'm I need to take an opportunity.
No.
Yeah. That's how I feel.
No. You're still at work. I mean, granted, you are talking to me half the time that you're at work.
Yeah, exactly.
But, no.
We have meetings?
Yeah, they're very important. I'm training you.
Yes.
That's the cover story. Oh, shit. We probably shouldn't say that on here. Nah, it'll be fine.
It's fine.
It's horticulture.
We do talk about work things also.
Oh, yeah, we do a lot. Because it's a lot. Yeah.
And don't they want us to socialize? I feel like that's something that has been brought up in a meeting. They want us to socialize. I mean, probably not to the same person, but...
All the time.
All the time. But,
And off work.
We're working on it.
But our morale is through the roof.
Yeah. We are super happy.
We probably have the top morale of any duo of the whole company.
Yeah.
Because there's no other duo.
Yeah. We are the dynamic duo from Florida.
Yeah.
Northwest, to be specific, because the other people in the company are other parts of Florida.
Yeah, that's a totally different ballgame.
Totally different people. Totally different vibe.
We in the woods.
You're in the woods. I'm in the suburbs.
Well, you're in the woods right now.
Yeah. So I just need to do a little podcast housekeeping. So I have not quite edited the first episode, so I have no idea how it's going to turn out or anything. But I know that I definitely said Denah's son's name in the podcast. And both me and her, we're going to try and keep our kids anonymous, especially my kids, who are, like I said, 17 and 13. And they don't want to be, like, I told them I talked about them, and they're like, absolutely not. So what we're going to do is we're going to use code names for our kids, if we remember, but most likely we're going to get too high and we're going to forget and just say our kid's name. And so I'm going to try and bleep it out. Hopefully I'm going to be able to do that with my very low-tech editing skills. So, yeah. Our code names for our kids, if you hear it, Denah's son's name is going as Ramus.
Yeah.
And then my 17-year-old, she's going to go as Wendy. And then my 13-year-old daughter is going to be Charlie. So hopefully we can keep up with those code names. But if not, if you do catch where I didn't edit our kids' names out, please let us know. Because our kids would, like, die of embarrassment, probably. So, yeah, that's the thing. I'm holding things back.
So
I'm repeating myself now.
Well, I don't have to hold things back. So I can tell you that I went to Walmart yesterday, and because I did not have Remus with me, who is a Taurus and will, like, ground me a little bit because I'm a Libra, I spent like $375 at Walmart.
Holy shit.
Because he's the one who tells me, Mom, we don't need that. Mom, we don't need that. And he wasn't there, so I got a bunch of crap that we don't need.
Like
what
kind of stuff?
Like I got him a rope swing, and I got him fireworks.
You got him fireworks?
Yeah.
Wait, what holiday's coming up? Oh, are we...
That is a segue into my segment.
Oh, okay. So, 4th of July is coming up. Is that why they have fireworks?
I guess that's why they have fireworks. I don't know why they have fireworks. I don't really care. I know why I got fireworks.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, wait, it's only like June 11th. Like, are we already doing... I guess it's a month away, so Walmart's probably...
And now the big ones are legal in Florida.
Yes.
So we can come out here and shoot them all off. Big ones.
Get, like, bottle rockets and throw them at each other.
Scare all the bears away.
I feel like regular fireworks would do that. Unless... Oh, what is it? Black Cats? The ones that, like, are actual firecrackers, like the Chinese fireworks?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that would scare bears off, too. They'd be like, holy shit!
I mean, I've yelled, go away, bear, and they've gone away. So, if I can scare a bear off, I'm sure a firework can do it.
It's probably like, shit, I wasn't invisible.
Yeah. Bears are... I don't know. The bears around here are so used to humans that... I mean, I've had one getting into my trash, and I've told it, hey, you need to not do that. And it's just looked at me like, you're not going to do anything about it. So, I'm going to just take this whole garbage bag and leave. Thanks.
He's like, well, I guess I'll take it on.
Yeah, he'll get it to go then. Yeah. Like, fine. Whatever. So, you know.
I went to the Smoky Mountains with my parents and with the ex and the children when we were all together still. And I remember there was a bear literally on the side of the road. Like, it might have been 2 bears even. And everyone was, like, stopping to take pictures and everything. And I was just like, cool, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, bears really have no business being as cute as they are. Because I really would love to, like, snuggle one. Especially when those babies, because I see the babies around here all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But there's always a mom. And she would kill me.
Yeah.
And it's not fair because they're so cute. But they don't let you snuggle them.
My bad thing that I would probably do is snuggle a cat. Like a lion or a tiger.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. And then, like, I see their little...
Like Joe Exotic?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I would so fucking die. Oh, my gosh. I would so want to cuddle them. And then, like, you see their, like, big paw prints, and it's just, like, the baby paw prints, and you're just like, oh, my gosh. Like, so that's where I would get in trouble. I wouldn't cuddle a bear, but I would totally cuddle a Kruger. Or, yeah, a Kruger.
Cougar?
Yeah. Or every time I think Kruger now, I'm thinking, like, an old lady who's going for...
Same difference. Kruger, cougar. All the same.
Yeah.
Don't approach. It's pretty much the
run away.
It rhymes with Uber. Don't go there.
Yeah. Just turn around.
Yeah.
Bar, woods, same thing. Just walk away.
Did we mention on the last episode the kitten therapy porch that I have for the summer?
I don't think so. I think we're so nervous about doing the episode that like we like our chit chat. We were just like, and we're doing it.
Yeah, no. So my cat had kittens, so I have 4 kittens that live on my back porch now.
They're so flippin' cute.
And they are so flippin' cute. And it's just the perfect time in my life to have a kitten therapy porch. You know?
Mm.
Like, it's so nice to just be like, I'm just going to go play with kittens for 5 minutes, and then I'll be fine.
Is there ever a wrong time to have a therapy kitten porch?
I mean, no. But I just feel like this especially is such a perfect time for that. It's the universe telling me, here, we'll help you through this. It's fine.
Here's some kittens.
Kittens! You're fine!
You're fine.
You're fine! It's kittens.
Do they purr yet?
I have not heard them purr yet. And I did... Oh. Okay, so I don't know if this is a real thing, but this is the thing that I did. Last night, while I was home alone, I brought each of them in individually and made them watch an episode of Charmed with me on the couch. And I called it snuggle training. So I did get lots of cuddles in with them last night, but nobody purred.
Aww.
So they're not doing that yet.
Oh my goodness.
I'm excited though. They're the cutest babies in the whole world. We'll put a picture of them on the interwebs.
We'll do that. We'll do that on Instagram.
Yeah.
I have to write a note for myself to do that later.
Oh, I have something.
Yeah. Or you can just text. Yeah, write a note and then we'll text. You can text me after this episode so that I can remember to do that.
Yeah.
On the day this gets released, which is going to be June 19th.
Speaking of kittens on my back porch and fireworks, circling back just a little. Now that we've moved on from bears.
Okay.
It makes me remember that I need to do the fireworks in the front this coming Wednesday, June 21st.
Yeah.
Because I will be doing fireworks on Wednesday, June 21st for the summer solstice.
Oh, yeah.
Which is coming up, y'all. It's a good time for a barbecue. That's what's coming up.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
That's what I'm talking about today. And how fun it is. And how it's fine. And everything's fine. So, the summer solstice, or Litha, I had to Google how to say that, because apparently I've been saying it wrong for like 10 years.
What did you use to say it?
Litha.
Oh.
But it's Litha, which sounds like Lisa with a lisp.
I feel like that was like a vampire's name or something. Like...
And they have been.
I feel like I've heard of that on like a podcast.
I'll do that eventually.
Okay. So are you looking at Litha
What am I
now?
looking at? Yeah.
Litha.
Vampire, not holiday. So, if you think of like the wheel of the year, right?
Mm-hmm.
You kind of think of like, especially it's easy for us because of horticulture. You think of crops.
Yeah.
Right? So in the spring, everything we're planting, we're sowing our seeds into the ground for these older celebrations. And so it's all about like, fertility and things like that. And then Litha, the summer solstice, is the longest day of the year. It's the most hours of daylight that we'll have.
Yeah, because like it's 8 p.m. and we still have sunlight.
Yes. And so I know the other night I went out at like 8:45 to let the dog out, and it was I could still see him all the way across the yard, and I'm blind.
Yeah.
So like, and my dog is brown, and it's brown. Yeah. So I was shocked. So you get like a whole big long day, right? And everything crop wise, which is what a lot of these ancient holidays were kind of based around, is getting to its fullest. The fruit is getting nice and ripe. Everything's getting charged up for the harvest. And you also kind of it's when the light starts going away. Mm-hmm. Lilith, yeah.
Lilith, Adam's supposedly...
Yeah, Adam's first wife. She's a goddess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's going to be under my wheelhouse with the paranormal, if it's going to be under your stuff for the Wicca stuff. But anyway, yeah. Wait, what?
Litha.
Litha is what I was thinking.
Every time I say it, I feel like I'm just saying someone's name wrong.
Yeah.
But that's not. It is really Litha. It's fine.
But yeah, I was thinking Adam's first wife.
Yeah.
And that's not what this is. Definitely not.
No, it's just the longest day of the year. And it's when everything's like, it's the height of the energy, Because now, after then, it'll start shaving minutes of daylight off.
Is it like energy because we're closer to the sun energy?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So they knew about solar energy before actual solar energy.
Oh, yeah. So it's like, that's actually what it's really celebrating. It's like the sun festival.
Oh, okay.
So, you would do stuff like barbecue, picnics, swimming, things like that. Like, it's like, cool. It's the longest day of the year. Let's have fun because soon we're going to have to start harvesting. Mm-hmm. And so this is like our, woo! Sun's out, guns out type day.
And that's June 21st?
Yes.
Okay, so June 21st, party day.
Yeah. It's a Wednesday this year, so yeah,
lame.
It's pretty lame. But I'd only got a little pack of fireworks just for me and Remus to do.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to do a big celebration. Obviously, you can do whatever you want.
Well, I mean, and then you have until like 9 p.m. to keep on celebrating,
right? Like but like throw some hot dogs on the grill that night, and boom, you've celebrated Litha, and you've, with intention, kind of called some of that sun vibrant energy into your life.
Got it.
So there are a lot of like ancient celebrations that they used to do in ancient Rome. They would go to the goddess Vesta, who was the goddess of virginity and the sacred flame, which is a big deal.
So like the Olympic flame that like never goes out?
No.
Sacred
but yes. No, but yes.
That's
yes
the only thing I know about sacred flames.
It's
the Olympic flame.
The same. It's the same, but it's not. Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. You got the right idea there. And then at Stonehenge.
Yeah, I would say
at Stonehenge,
because I feel like it's a place that you can Google on Google Maps.
Yeah. I don't know, whatever. Stonehenge, on Midsummer, because, it's all lined up with the cosmos. Mm-hmm. Stonehenge. Like, in like a bajillion different ways.
Yeah.
On Midsummer, so on June 21st, there will be a huge celebration there, I promise you. Lots of people will be there for sunrise. But the sun rises just left of the headstone in the northeast, and it lights the entire center of Stonehenge without any shadow.
Oh, I'm done.
Because it's a light festival.
Yeah, I'm going to have to, like, check that out one time.
Like, isn't that cool? I thought that was
famous. Sick. We'll have to go there during that day.
Yeah, for sure. Because I thought that was totally sick. But people will camp just to see that. Because any other time there's shadow. Mm-hmm. Any other time. But not at sunrise on Midsummer.
Yeah.
Which is like, ugh. It's so cool. I love that.
I'm getting excited just, like, thinking about it.
Yeah. Isn't that neat?
And then the other part of my brain is, like, going back to all the documentaries that Philip watches, and he loves aliens, and I'm like, aliens.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Aliens helped him do that.
I can't, my thing about that and the pyramids is I can't say no, because I don't know how they did that.
I wasn't there.
I was not there, and I don't know anything about engineering, so I don't know.
Huh?
I'm not going to tell you absolutely not it wasn't aliens, but I don't know.
Yeah. But, like, it always makes me laugh, like, whenever he's, like, watching things, and it's like, this was built, and then, I walk out, do a couple things, come back in, and they're like, aliens, and I was like, could have figured that one out.
It's always aliens.
It's always aliens.
I wish aliens would just go ahead and take over, to be honest. Because the current leadership worldwide is not my fave. Like, I would not be too upset if they were like, we're taking over the world. I'd be like, oh, cool.
I watched too many alien movies.
Someone may be a little more capable.
Like Independence Day? Definitely not.
I just want them to, like, enslave us. That's fine.
Oh, just a little bit of enslavement.
Just regular enslavement. That's fine.
Brainwashing.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Can you imagine getting your brain washed? Like, really?
I mean, can I have...
You wouldn't know.
Can I have, like, this whole high endorphin? I'd be totally down with that.
Yeah. Like, you wouldn't know anyway.
Like, days when, like, I'm stressing, and then, like, I smoke some weed, and then I'm just like, oh, I really don't have to do the dishes. It will be fine.
Yeah.
Like, those days, I'd be down.
Right, like, wouldn't it be cool if aliens came and took over the world and enslaved us, but, like, made the oxygen weed?
Yes.
And so you were just stoned as fuck all the time, and you were like, man, it really sucks that they tore that guy limb from limb down the road, but, like,
did you see how the blood, like,
there's
arced?
pizza over here.
Oh, yeah. I'm going, like, super dark, and you're like, pizza? I'm just like, yeah, the blood. The blood was gushing, and it made this cute little arc.
It's
and
like a Tarantino movie over there.
Yeah. And then, like, it was so vibrant. Like, the reds were red, and, like, the sky was very blue. And, like, that's what I'm thinking about, like, watching someone die.
So you've processed a deer before?
No, I have not. Actually.
But you've been around a deer being processed?
Nope.
What?
No. Like, when he, like, I remember, like, me and him got married right before hunting season. Because when we told him, like, okay, we're going to do this day, I don't even remember what days it was. He was like, absolutely not. We cannot get married because that's the first day of bow season. Oh, and I should have took that as a fucking red flag. That, like, literally, you don't want to get married on a certain day because of hunting season. Yeah. Like, I should have realized then that hunting would be more important than anything else in our marriage. But I remember, like, so we got married before hunting season, and then he came home, like, during the beginning, and he was like, oh my gosh, look, I got a deer. And I'm like, I'm good. And he's like, don't you want to come out here and look at it? And I'm like, nope, I am not good. And the little contraption that they used to, like, clean the deer was outside of our bedroom window. And so I literally had to, like, close the curtains and, like, not actively look. But, like, he was, I think, very upset that I wasn't like, oh my gosh, that was a great kill. Like, yay. You know, something like that. So, anyway.
Yeah, my ex, we processed the deer in the house one day. And
it just stinks.
No, I loved it. All I wanted was a burger.
Oh.
It's like all I could think about. And I think I'm probably just a vampire.
Maybe.
Because the blood, I was like getting really hungry. Like my stomach was rumbling. It was weird.
Should I be concerned about my safety right now?
Maybe. Since you won't let me eat my sandwich.
Oh, and there's a wrapper and stuff like that. And not only that, but like our last episode.
That's the most Aquarius thing I've ever heard. Sidebar. When my mother would go to the movies with her mother. My mother's an Aquarius like you. When she would go to the movies with her mother, she would make her open every single snack before the movie started. Because she could not handle the wrestling wrapper in the seat next to her.
I couldn't either.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would be like, I used to, like, in church, I would, like, when you had a piece of candy and you try to open it, I'd try to, like, open, like, really like, quietly. But, like, at the same time, it sounded like it was a bomb exploding.
Yeah.
And, like, now I've learned, like, you should just fucking open it.
Yeah.
Just open it, get it over, done.
Yeah.
So.
And it also is, Litha is when cancer season starts.
Do we know any cancers?
Yes, we do. Litha is the longest day of the year. It's the summer solstice. You know, you think of like your typical summer activities. You want to do those. You know, if it's, like I said, it's on a Wednesday this year, so meh. But after work, take the kids to the park. Litha, boom, done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it does not have to be a big thing. What I like to do when it is on a weekend or near a weekend, I like to make lemon pound cake.
Okay.
Because that is my favorite treat. And it's my little celebration that I do for Litha. Or for any of the spring and summer stuff. Because I like lemon pound cake.
Yeah.
And I'm a stoner. So it's nice to have lemon pound cake on hand when you're like, ooh, I just had some lemon weed. And now I'm going to go have some lemon pound cake.
There's a strain that I just got. And I think like the propagator or whatever have to use those fancy horticulture words.
I know. We know big words.
Propagator.
We're so smart.
Yeah. But I guess their name is something sunshine something. And I remember opening it, and I smelt it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it smells like citrusy. And I got so excited. It's been, like, the best weed I've smoked, like, flavor-wise.
That would be perfect for Litha.
Yeah?
Oh my gosh. You know what would be really perfect for Litha?
What?
Let me tell y'all, I just had an epiphany.
Go, go, go.
You take that weed, right? You make it into some weed butter, right? And then you make lemon pound cake with it. And then it's lemon pound cake. I'm gonna do it, y'all. That's my Litha plan now. And I'll bless it all with, like, you know, yay, sunshine, yay, happiness. Joy, vitality.
Yeah, because, like, you know, all those things.
And then I'll eat all of it and go to sleep.
Be like, now we're taking a Litha nap.
Yes! Because it's a long day, y'all.
It's a long day.
It's a whole long day. It's like a 16-hour day.
Who is it? I think I saw, like, a meme or something, and they were just like, for all of y'all who are pulling an all-day, congrats.
Yeah, all of y'all that made it through the day without a nap today.
Yeah. I was like, I had to get a nap.
That's rough, yo.
Yeah.
Without a nap every day?
Oh, anyway. Okay, so my turn?
Yay!
Okay.
I'm so excited.
I'm so flippin' excited about this one, because I've been talking... Oh, I finally told Denah what subject I was doing, because we had to reschedule. We were originally supposed to schedule this on Saturday, but then, like, I was like, girl, I got a tour, and I have to investigate this a little bit more. I need an extra day. So, last night, drum roll.
We should have had a drum roll ready.
It's whatever.
We'll just say drum roll. Drum roll!
Pensacola Lighthouse. I am doing a paranormal story, and so the Pensacola Lighthouse is considered one of the most haunted lighthouses in America. It's been featured on Travel's Channel's Most Haunted Lighthouses and Ghost Hunters twice. And the most recent...
Is Ghost Hunters the guy that we were talking about just a minute ago?
No, that's Ghost Adventurers.
Okay, all right.
We were talking about Zach Bagans earlier during, like, our little meeting.
Pre-podcast session?
Yeah, pre-podcast meeting. Because I was like, yeah, that lighthouse would not allow him to go there.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine him echoing in there?
Oh my gosh.
He's so loud.
He's aggressive.
That would be a problem.
But no, Ghost Adventurers has not been there, but Ghost Hunters has, and they've been there twice. The most recent episode aired on October 1st, 22. So they've been there pretty recent. And then, this is a little bit more woo-woo than I'm into, as Denah gives me the side eye. But according to the postspotlight.com, the reason why the Pensacola Lighthouse is so haunted is, quote, using astronomy charts, Pensacola Lighthouse is situated in a vortex or doorway, which is the link between the world of our daily life and another place where lighthouse keepers from all over who have lost their lives during storms now reside, sort of like a Bermuda Triangle. So, quote. And I said...
What?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I want to break that down.
Okay.
So...
It's a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so the lighthouse, according to astrological charts, they said?
Astronomy?
Astronomy. Yeah.
Okay, charts, yeah.
Is in a holding place for all of the lighthouse keepers that have ever died in a lighthouse?
It says vortex or doorway. So I guess it's like kind of like
So, okay.
A gateway to the other world.
This is upsetting me because this suggests that whatever your job is who you have to spend the rest of eternity with.
Ugh!
That's what that sounds like it's suggesting. I'm hoping that's not what it means. Because that would be horrific. I do not... Oh my gosh.
I mean, we loved working together.
Oh, no. Yeah, no. I wouldn't have a problem with you. That'd be fine. It'd be like everyone else.
Yes.
That'd be a lot.
Yes. Especially since now we work for a company that's
like is there
really
just like
huge.
A waiting room of lighthouse keepers hanging out?
I have no idea.
I'm so upset for them.
Because other than this little section that I found on this website...
There's no other mention of it?
There's no other mention of other lighthouse keepers being at this lighthouse. So, it was so crazy that I had to find it and I had to quote it and everything because I was just like, what the fuck? Like, sorry if I'm insulting anyone who's like really into like woo-woo Bermuda Triangle
I've literally never heard of any kind of woo-woo talking about you gotta wait around with a bunch of other lighthouse keepers
yeah.
for the rest of eternity.
Yeah.
Sucks to be you, my dog.
Yeah. So, but before I tell you about all the local haunts there, we need to rewind to the beginning and give you like a little bit of history.
Yeah.
So the original lighthouse was completed on December 20th, 1824. So old as fuck.
That's almost 200 years old now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The tower stood 159 feet tall and was painted white. The base of the tower had a diameter. Is that the right word?
Diameter?
Diameter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it sounds weird in my mouth for some reason. So anyway, the diameter of the base of the tower was 30 feet, and then it tapered to a diameter of 15 feet at the top. So it's like more like a fat cone than an actual tower that the lighthouse is today. So in 1865, the current lighthouse started to be built. It was located half a mile west of the original lighthouse. And the reason why I waited for this episode was because I wanted to go on their ghost tour. And so that's what I did last night with Wendy and Charlie. And it was so flippin' cool. But when you're up on the top of the lighthouse, you can actually see, well, it was really easy to see because it's all on the base. Mm-hmm. It's all on NAS. And I think it's like an officers club or something is where the old lighthouse used to be. And they were having a party. And so we could hear it like way up. And it's like, it's located half a mile west of the original lighthouse. So reverse that. It's half a mile east.
Right.
So the officers club was half a mile away from the lighthouse, and we were hearing them party.
Well, that water will carry the sound.
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
Maybe that was it, too. But the guy who was at the top of the tower with us, he was like, yeah, I'm in the Navy, and I can tell you that someone is going to end up bloody, someone is going to end up not remembering the night, and someone's going to end up at the beach without their pants. And so...
Oh my goodness gracious.
But it sounded like one of those parties. So, super jealous that they know how to party hard. I knew how to party hard, after I left the ex and I went through that little crazy phase.
Yeah, I remember.
And, yeah, you're like, Lindsey, stop, please. These are not good decisions. But, I remember, tons of nights of having, super awesome yelling, screaming, best night ever!
Yeah.
So, I guess I did know how to party back then, but now I'm getting old.
I used to love partying with the Navy guys because my grandfather outranked all of them.
Oh, yeah.
And so they would buy me drinks. And so I would get tons of free drinks because I'd be like, hey, my grandfather is such and such. Mm-hmm. And they'd be like, oh. And I'd be like, right, put me on your tab.
I'm just going to, kind of paraphrase as a non-military person. It was second officer, lieutenant, junior, senior officer. He was so many titles.
He was 100% a big deal.
So, and Denah tells me about, her drunk Denah days. And so we always, if she ever starts acting crazy, I'd be like, don't be drunk Denah over there. Drunk Denah over there. Oh my gosh, why couldn't I have said that anyway?
It's alliteration.
Yeah. It's the, anyway. So that happened last night. And so that's where the original lighthouse is. Mm-hmm. It's half a mile east.
And now it's where people go and puke.
Yeah, and now that's where they party all the time.
Because you can't party at this one because it's a vortex.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Who knows what's going to happen there?
That half mile makes all the difference.
Yeah.
One's a vibe, one is not.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
If someone's having too much fun, you just have them walk that way. And they'll
just keep on going. Just keep on going. Okay. So this lighthouse that is now built and we get to see was first lit in January 1st of 1859. And then with its 198 years of history, which includes the Civil War, the Charleston earthquake, because yes, even though Pensacola is 459 miles away from Charleston, I Googled it, the earthquake was felt here in 1886, and Pensacola felt the earthquake causing the tower to shake, which also stopped the clockworks and damaging the tower wall.
What?
So there was an earthquake in Charleston. Virginia.
Is that a thing that could still happen? I'm upset.
I guess so, but
I don't want to have an earthquake.
But this is 1886, so I mean...
So? That's like 2 seconds ago, according to the planet. The planet
right?
don't give a shit.
But yeah. So we could feel an earthquake from...
I can never hang up that mirror that my grandmother got me now. As soon as I do, there's going to be a fucking earthquake. Watch. Forget a hurricane. We're going to get hit with an earthquake. Because I hung up a mirror.
I didn't know this was
It's a problem.
I didn't know it was a problem.
It is.
So we can never go to California.
Nope.
Cool.
Well, no, as long as I don't take the mirror, I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
It's just about the mirror. Anywho,
oh, yeah, okay.
Now that I'm scarred, go ahead.
So anyway, basically the clockwork stopped, and they actually had to get men up there. Like, extra people got hired to rotate the lighthouse light until it got fixed.
Oh, wow.
I forgot to write that down. But yeah, it happened. And so the Pensacola Lighthouse has even had the ill fate of a large flock of wild ducks essentially committing suicide by flying into the lens room. And also, like, the Pensacola Lighthouse has been hit by lightning several times.
Well, yeah.
So
that's not surprising to me at all.
So, well, I mean, the lightning rod malfunctioned. And so it was, like, damaging the actual lighthouse.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they had
to it got hit by lightning and also...
fuck some shit up.
Yeah, because I would imagine they would have to be prepared for lightning.
Yeah.
Especially a lighthouse.
Yeah. The thing that's, like, right in the fucking sky. They should be prepared for lightning.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess...
their preparations did not work.
Yeah. So
it's like a rip in the condom.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it.
Yes, it's just like that.
They tried.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did what we were supposed to, but...
it still didn't work. So yeah, that's fate.
Yeah. So, like, the lighthouse has been through some shit. So, it's no wonder that this place has multiple spirits. And depending on what site you look at, this place has 6 to 8 entities. So, let's get into these ghosts.
Yes.
So,
I'm excited.
So, there is a female presence.
I love her.
From my research, it was, she's considered the white lady or the gray lady.
Yeah.
Because, of course.
Aren't they all?
And so, contestant number 1 of who it might be is Michaela Ingram. She was the second lighthouse keeper, and after her husband, Jeremiah Ingram, was passed away in 1840 in their home. So she became... let me try that again. Oh my gosh. So basically, Michaela became the second lighthouse keeper after her husband passed away in 1840. Maybe I should just, like, stop looking at my notes so much. So some believe that he died from illness. Okay, I also read on TuscaloosaParanormal.com that he had a questionable fall down the stairs.
Ooh.
But there's an even more scandalous
down
story.
The lighthouse stairs?
I don't know. It didn't say. Because...
that's a whole different can of worms. Like, you fall down your stairs with your house, ow. You probably broke something. You fall down lighthouse stairs, you're fucked.
I don't know. Because that's a lot of...
that's a lot of stairs.
That's a lot of stairs. But it didn't say which ones. I thought, like, maybe it was in the keeper's quarter.
Yeah.
Like, in the house. But there's a more scandalous theory, which I love because it's absolutely hardcore. So some believe in a heated argument, Michaela killed Jeremiah with a butcher knife, leaving a huge blood stain in the bedroom upstairs. So last night when I went to the tour, the tour guide actually said that it was actually an abusive relationship, and that's why she killed her husband.
Oh, good for
but the articles that I was reading was kind of like, no, she wanted his fucking job, so she's like, you gotta leave.
I don't know that lighthouse keeper is a job that someone would kill over, especially when you find out that you have to spend eternity with all the other lighthouse keepers in this vortex of doom.
Maybe she did not think this through.
Yeah, I feel like that was a bad choice.
But supposedly, from what I was hearing, it was kind of like she was just very proud of the lighthouse. She loves the lighthouse. She kept it super clean. She was a little obsessive. She wanted to marry it. She wanted to put a ring on it.
Maybe she was abusive to him.
Maybe. Especially now that, like, you get, like, psychological abuse and, like, verbal abuse now. Like, she could just, like...
because even then, a woman slapping a man, they probably wouldn't have considered it abuse, but she absolutely could have psychologically tortured him.
Yeah, like, because, I mean, if you get told multiple times that you're not good enough, you're not cleaning the lighthouse good enough, you're not doing this good enough, that's a sign of abuse.
Yeah.
So, that's a type of abuse. Back to the story. So she might have killed him, he might have died from illness, or he might have accidentally, purposely, fell down some stairs. But, there is a blood stain that is still in the bedroom. And they've scrubbed it really fucking hard. They've cleaned it all the ways that they can, but the stain will just not go away.
Have they used the pink stuff?
I don't think so.
I bet they haven't used the pink stuff.
What's the pink stuff?
I don't even know, but it's like super TikTok famous.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can you use it on pine floors? Because
I have no idea. Probably not.
That house has all pine floors.
Oh, yeah. Probably not.
So I actually kind of discredited this story about the blood stain and how it's because she killed him, and I just kind of stayed as like a sign of her guilt, I guess. Because he passed away in 1840, but the new lighthouse didn't even get built until like 1856. So that's like 16 years.
Mm-hmm.
Before the lighthouse, she killed her husband. So she killed her husband at the old lighthouse. Right. So why is this floor in the new lighthouse have...
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Interesting. Interesting. Almost as if it's to sell tickets.
Yeah. So in a much less scandalous way, Michaela ended up passing away in 1855. So a year before the new lighthouse was built. Yeah. So she didn't even see it.
Yeah.
So the second contestant of this female presence is Elaine Mueller. And she was raised on the property. And she married a man named Ernest Mueller. She gave birth to a daughter named Naomi in 1911. It was said for a bit, and actually the lighthouse... Is it the lighthouse? Wait, I'm trying to remember now last night. Darn it, I should have wrote more notes. I think the lighthouse people were telling us this story too. Mm-hmm. But basically, it said that the blood stain in the room upstairs was due to Ellen passing away during childbirth. And obviously a lot of blood would be involved with that. Right.
That makes more sense to me than someone getting stabbed and it's staining so bad for 100 years.
In the other house. Yeah. But, like, I'm kind of weary about this one because she died not during childbirth, but, like, 5 months later. And she passed away in the Navy hospital. So...
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes no sense.
So, like, I'm like... What?
So we're still trying to figure out where this blood stain came from.
Yeah.
Probably the officer's blood.
Ooh.
Probably some little punk.
Yeah. I don't know.
Getting bloody.
Or it could be, I mean, it's pine wood. It could be just the color of the wood.
Yeah.
They're like, this would be a great story. So there's also Jeremiah. I don't think we talked much about Jeremiah last night at the tour. But we already heard how he died. Mm-hmm. His wife just straight up went psycho on him.
As one does.
But it said that as soon as he died, he started haunting his wife, Michaela. Like, he's like...
Got her!
Yeah, exactly. He's like...
That's what I would do.
Why'd you kill me? What you doing?
I'm, like, looking forward to haunting people. Yeah. It's like I'm excited about it.
I don't know what...
Like, I'm not saying I want to die, but when I do, y'all get ready.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hoot.
You're going to prepare.
I'm going to have a blast. I'm going to be so obnoxious.
Oh my gosh, you'll join all those ghosts that are at our old workplace.
Oh my god. I'm not going to be stuck there forever. No, thank you. I have things to do. I have a list.
But like you don't even work there anymore and you still like do pranks around there.
I did actually just leave a bunch of notes for everyone there like a week ago.
Yeah, exactly.
I put notes all over the office.
So I seriously think that you would still like go there.
And yeah. I would go like turn people's lights off.
Yeah.
For sure. If I died and our big boss still worked there, I would go in there and like close her bathroom door all the time.
Yeah. And she'd be like,
funny.
Fucking Denah.
Denah, stop.
Denah, stop. So, he haunted Michaela. And then he still haunts it to today. So that's a little bit of information. That's all the information I have about his ghost. Like I said, we didn't really talk about it at the tour, so I don't know if it's one that the tour guides actually believe is there. The other one, definitely there. His name is Samuel Lawrence. He served as the lighthouse keeper from 1877 to 1885. He has been seen looking outside the tallest tower window. He's also known to touch the ladies as they walk up the stairs to the lighthouse tower. So he's a little bit of a creeper and a pervert. And then he's also, I read somewhere that he slams the hatch at the top of the tower if it's left open at the end of the night.
Yeah.
And I'm just
Lock up.
Yeah.
I agree with him.
Yeah. Well, I was like, he's like the dad that's always yelling to shut the door. Because
Who touched the thermostat?
Yeah, exactly. That's him. He was like, darn children, flipping not shutting the hatch. God, flipping still do it after I die. Like,
that would suck. I would be pissed too.
Oh my gosh, he'll be able to pass to the other side only if people start closing the fucking hatch.
If they would just hire someone who would close the damn door.
Yeah.
He could move on with his days.
Okay. And so another one that they talked about last night is a small girl and a boy. Her name is Lindsey and his name is Joey.
Aww.
And I actually spent most of last night talking to Lindsey.
Oh?
Yeah, so what they do is when you get there, they kind of do a talk. And they even say, be nice to the ghost. We have nice ghosts here and they're cool. So don't antagonize them. Don't insult them. If you do, we will send you back on the bus because the base is closed after 3. And so since I'm a civilian, I had to get bused on to the lighthouse. And they're like, we'll send you back to the bus. We're not playing. So Zach Bagans would not be able to do the tour.
Yeah, I could not.
They would be like, you have to go.
Can you imagine doing a paranormal investigation with that guy?
No, I would not be able to handle it.
I'm pretty loud in general.
He yells
myself
all the time.
And I feel like if he was standing next to me and we were in a haunted space and he was like, do you hear anything? I'd be like, my God, no. Now I'm deaf.
That's why he gets scratched and pushed.
Yeah, I would probably scratch and push him. I'm I agree with them. Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad he gets scratched and pushed.
But yeah, they do ask that you be respectful and anything like that. So they gave us a gadget. I forgot what it's called. It looks
EMF?
I guess it's a type of EMF, but it looks like a flipping toy. It's that see-through stuff that when we were kids and they had the
yeah!
Yeah, so it's
I want one.
See-through plastic.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And it has a little meter, so they say that if it goes up once, that's a yes. If it goes up twice, it's a no. And then if the light on top of it turns red, that means you have an entity there with you. And so we were down in the basement, and I was starting to ask, is this Samuel? Is this Michaela? Is this Lizzie? And my thing was going off, but my meter thing was going off all the fucking time. I literally took my Fitbit off. My phone was in my purse, away from the thing, because I was trying to be what is setting this thing off? And the tour guide was like, oh, yeah. They like to drain the battery sometimes. So they'll, continue to touch it so that the thing will die. So I think I was talking to Lizzie in the basement. And then when we went back upstairs, we talked to her a little bit more. We used dowling rods.
Okay.
To ask questions. Ellen was up there, too. And then we went into another place where the kids like to hang out. So, before the house, the lighthouse keeper's quarters were built, the whole 2-story house, that didn't get built until 10 years after the lighthouse was built. Mm-hmm. So there's this little building that's attached to the lighthouse, and if you go into the lighthouse and go up 2 stories, there's a room to the side. that I was so excited to get to go in there last night because during the normal day hours, it's closed.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I was like, oh my gosh, that's where the store goes to. Oh my gosh. I was really excited.
I want to go.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll definitely have to go again because my mom wants to go too.
Oh, yeah. I want to go with your mom.
And so in that room, that's where the lighthouse keepers used to hang out with before the house was done.
Mm-hmm.
And then once the house was built, the kids would go in there. It became a playroom.
Okay.
And so Lizzie and Joey likes to hang out in there, and we got to talk to Lizzie yet again in there. But she's not a fan of the tower because she did not follow us up there. So basically those two, they like to hang out. They like to do stuff. And then supposedly, also Lizzie likes to hang out in the bloody room, which is where that blood stain is.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And then also in the room right next to it, it's kind of like set up as a nursery, has lots of dolls. She will fuck with those dolls. Like, they'll like have it all set up nice and neat, and they'll come in the next day and they're just like everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So she likes to hang. And then actually I asked Lizzie because they have like this stuffed cat on the bed, and it used to be in a basket. And they went in, the cat was missing, the basket was missing. And they're like, that's weird. And so then they found it out on the property,
Mm-hmm.
only the basket, but not the cat.
Right.
And so then they replaced it, of course. And yet again, the cat in the basket went missing. They found the basket, not the cat. And so they're like, fuck this. We're just going to keep the cat. Like, we're just going to have a cat on the bed, and we're not going to leave it. We're not going to, like, put it in a basket or anything.
Right.
And so that's a cat, is still on the bed to this day. And so I asked Lizzie, I said, do you like taking the cats? And she said yes. And so that was really, really cool. I enjoyed that thoroughly. So Lizzie and Joey there. I didn't get to talk to Joey. Joey wasn't really.
Did the girls hit anything?
Yeah. Actually, fuck, I said her name. Bleep that name out. Charlie. We should have like a coin or something. I don't know. We should have a game about that.
Man, we should.
Charlie, she got to do the dowling rods first. Like, we walked upstairs, and like she saw them in like the tour guide's hand, and she's like, oh! And so she like, as soon as I like, does anyone want to try these? She like, her hand went straight up in the air.
Aww.
So she just spent a good amount of time doing that. So we'll go to Thomas and Raymond. That's the name. I totally forgot Raymond last night when I was at the lighthouse. So Thomas and Raymond, they hang out in the basement. And Thomas supposedly hangs out more around under the stairs. And I did get to talk to Thomas. And then
They think he's Harry Potter.
maybe he thinks he's Harry Potter. He's the boy who did not live. It's funny, like the things that like we crack up about.
The boy who did not live.
He was the boy who did not live. But supposedly Thomas and Raymond, they were runaway slaves, and they were hanged and buried on the property. And then Thomas is said to stand 7 feet tall. So, like, what? Wait, I didn't realize when I was writing that notes, I wrote that. I thought Raymond was 7 feet tall, but no, Thomas was 7 foot tall. So he's under these stairs.
Crouched, I would imagine.
I guess. He must feel crowded.
Thomas.
Like, why is he under these stairs? Like, is he being bullied by the other ghosts? Like, that's just...
Because he's not a lighthouse keeper.
Maybe.
And it's a lighthouse keeper hangout club.
Yeah, it's in a very exclusive club.
Oh my gosh. That's so rude of them. I'm mad.
Yeah, like, I did not put two and two together on that.
Can we get him out of there?
Has
anyone ever tried to, like, exercise any of these
I don't think they want to, because they're probably making money off of this.
Well, you can get him out.
I don't know.
Just get him out. He don't need to be under the stairs.
I know, like...
I'm so sad for him. I'll go get him out.
Maybe what we'll do is we'll go there, and we'll be like, Thomas, you can leave. You can leave the steps. There's a whole beautiful property out here. Yeah. Tap this meter if you're in an abusive relationship. Because, obviously we can't say blink.
You know what?
Because we wouldn't see it.
I don't think that I've ever gone to a haunted location without some form of protection. Did you have any kind of protection on?
No, I did not.
Because I told you not to. Because you were on a tour, and I felt like you'd probably be safe.
I was just really nervous. Well, I was nervous because ghosts scare the shit out of me. I know, it's crazy. But, when I watch, Ghost Adventures, some crazy shit happens to them.
Because they're shouting at them.
True.
If you shout at people in a Walmart, some crazy shit's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
Live people.
Yeah.
If you run in there and go, what are you going to do? They're going to scratch you.
Are you there? Gotta prove it.
Yeah, I think if someone ran up to me and said, prove to me that you exist in the middle of Walmart, I'd probably smack them too. So, that's fair. I feel like if you're not bothering them, they're not going to bother you.
Maybe.
I never thought about it that way. From a ghost perspective, you're just floating around, doing your thing, and someone comes up and is like, prove you're here, bitch! I'd be like, first of all, you can fuck off. How about that?
No one. Yeah.
I don't know why you're coming up in here shouting at me.
Why?
You can't even see me.
I was chilling.
Why are you so bothered? Mind your business.
Why are you obsessed with me?
I got tears in my eyes. That was funny. Why are you so obsessed with me? All right. Okay. I'm ready. I'm back. I'm good.
Okay. Where were we? Okay. Thomas. Yeah. Okay.
We're going to make t-shirts. Free Thomas.
Yeah. Free Thomas. Free Thomas.
Poor Thomas under the stairs all crouched over.
He's 7 feet tall.
That should be when we do merch. That'll be our merch. It'll be a line of Free Thomas merch.
Yep.
In the future.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so here are the type of haunts people experience while they're there. And I kind of categorized them because that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
So the sounds that they hear they hear footsteps in the tower and the keeper's quarters. So in the house and in the tower, they'll hear footsteps. That when I hear that, I'm like, oh, it might be residual hauntings because they had to go up that lighthouse every 2 hours to fill it with oil.
Oh my gosh.
So hell yeah, it's residual.
Can you imagine their thigh muscles?
Oh, I am so old and so unfit. It's 177 steps.
I'm not doing that.
And I wanted to die. No, you should, because the view is amazing.
The vibes.
Yeah. Well, I was like, Jeremiah could have probably fucking killed his wife.
I know.
With his thighs.
He could have just kicked her.
Popped her head off like a tomato.
Oh my god. Why don't you get down there and do your wifely duties? I promise you'll be safe.
Exactly.
She's gone. No problems.
It was an accident.
Jeremiah, this could have been avoided. You dropped the ball.
So another sound that they hear is laughter that is so loud that it rattles the windows in the lighthouse. That I'm like, yikes.
That would freak me out.
That's so that. Yeah, that would freak me out.
To the point that it rattled. I would have a problem. I would smudge the fuck out of that motherfucker.
Yeah, that seems a little bit too creepy.
If I heard laughter that shook my windows in my house, it'd be a big problem. Yeah,
if any noise that was not someone disembodied sounds that shook windows, I would be like, and I'm out.
Yeah, that's an issue.
I need to get a priest, a young priest, an old priest, some holy water.
I don't need a priest. We're just going to have a sit-down conversation with this ghost about what is and is not acceptable.
You have to use your indoor voice.
No, the fuck I don't. They didn't.
No, I'm saying that would be your conversation with them.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be sit down and be like, okay, we need to use our indoor voice.
I can't imagine a ghost getting into my house, though.
Yeah, true.
That would take a lot
of energy. And then also there's whispering, humming. People hear their name being called when no one's there. So it'd be like you're in your bedroom and you hear someone in the living room being like, Denah. And you're like, no one's fucking here. What the fuck? Oh my gosh.
I have actually had that happen a couple of times. But I'm always just like, will you shut up? Because I assume it's my grandmother.
Yeah. I remember when I was being raised in the church, my parents, they would be... what's things? The bulletins? the papers they hand out, like when you walk in the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in charge of that.
Mm.
And so they would be upstairs, like, printing them all out on a Saturday night before we go to church Sunday. And I'd be, like, in the main sanctuary doing my thing, singing in the microphone, because that's what you did.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing their voice, like, someone say, Lindsey. And so, like, I ran up there, and I was like, hey, what do you want? And they're like, we didn't say anything. I was like, someone said my name. And they're like, well, maybe it's the voice of God trying to get your attention. And next time that happens, you didn't say, I am here, Lord, or something like that. And I'm like, or the building could be haunted.
Yeah.
Like, I never felt comfortable being in that church by myself.
Ooh.
I don't know if it's just because it was like a big building, so there was like acoustics and all that shit. But like, I was never comfortable in that church when I was by myself. Like, I always had to have mute. Like, if I had to like be there by myself, because I did stay there until I was like an adult. Like, I would have music, and then when I left, I would like literally like fast walk through the sanctuary to get to the door.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was not fun.
Yeah, churches have a lot of energy, and I can imagine that would be really creepy.
Yeah, but like even like on a
alone.
Yeah, because I mean you have to think like all the intentions that like everyone has when they go to church on Sundays and
especially too, it's one of those one rotten apple ruins the bunch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One person comes in there and prays that their wife dies of cancer because they're so tired of her, and the whole vibe is off.
Yeah, well, like, and then also like, where would Satan, if I believe that anymore? Like, where would Satan attack you? Like at the flipping church where you feel safe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah, exactly. You thought this was the voice of God, but it was me.
It was me. Oh.
Nope. Anyway. And then also in the tower, we keep on getting off subject, and then I'm like, how do I get back onto this?
Oh, I didn't.
Another sound that you hear is whistling. And actually, on the Ghost Hunters episode, they heard whistling in the tower while investigating. That, on a side note, when I was watching Ghost Hunters, they do like these cutscenes to like waves hitting rocky bluffs. Just for your information, good information to have, the lighthouse is on a bluff, but it's like a beachy bluff.
Yeah.
There's no rocks whatsoever. So
it's like fake. Got some random stock photography of some bluffs.
They must have like got it from like, I think California.
Oh my god.
I think California has the bluffs with like all the rocks and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might be totally wrong. But yeah, like every time I saw that, I was like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
That's not what it looks like.
Like, have you even been there? I mean, I know you investigated, but have you even been there?
You didn't even look?
Yeah. And then some of the smells that people hear, they smell with their ears.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's what I do.
They did some acid or something. Like, it's when you like...
hearing smells,
I was hearing smells, man.
Dude, that would be weird.
That would be so weird. That'd be trippy as fuck.
My brain is melting at that thought. I'm trying to even imagine how to hear a smell. Nope. Not going there right now.
So anyway, something that people smell is a tobacco pipe, because Jeremiah used to smoke a tobacco pipe.
Yeah.
And one of the tour guides that we were talking to, she says that she normally knows when Jeremiah is following her, because he likes to follow her around, because she'll smell the smoke. And then even in one of the rooms, the room that's set up like a kitchen right now, that used to be kind of like his hangout room, and you would see like the cherry, is that what it's called? Like the light, the glowy part of the pipe. You would see the glow of it in the room, but it'd be just by itself. Like you wouldn't see a pipe, you wouldn't see him, you just see like a burning flame, I guess, in the middle of the air. And so the visual, of course, the blood stain in the bloody room that may or may not have got there because of murder or complicated childbirth.
Yeah.
There's shadows. There's an apparition of a woman in the tower that I think I've already said this. Could be Michaela, or it could be Ellen, who's on top of the tower at night. That a story that was told last night was there was a family, they were on the beach right next to the lighthouse having like a picnic or whatever.
Yeah.
And they look up and there's a woman that's above where everyone else can walk. Like there's a catwalk above the catwalk.
Right.
And that is totally inaccessible to anyone except for the Coast Guard, because this lighthouse is still a functioning lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
But like they saw a lady up there, and so they're like, that's kind of weird. So there's a top window. Mm-hmm. This is how I'm going to start this part. There's a top window at the tower before you actually get to the catwalk.
Mm-hmm.
And Samuel has been said to be seen through there, and also a woman. And then also there's a report of a glowing ghost-like form all happening in that window. So it's a very active window. And to be honest, I don't blame them, because the view up there is pretty fucking awesome.
Like, that's where you would want to hang out if you was a ghost?
Oh, heck yeah. Like, me and Charlie, we went to the lighthouse on Thursday because I didn't think we were going to be able to do the ghost tour, because the ghost tour was showing that it was booked up. Yeah, sold out. And so we went there, and like I was just looking, and the water was beautiful, the sand was beautiful, it was just beautiful. And I'm just like, this would be great.
Yeah.
And then we found out that there was 3 tickets available for the ghost tour, and we're like, we have to do that too.
Yeah.
So I don't blame them for wanting to look out that window. So, let's get to the physical shit that happened.
Yes.
In the basement, where Thomas and, I forgot the other guy, Raymond.
Yeah.
Are.
Free Thomas.
Yeah, free Thomas.
Free Thomas.
Hashtag free Thomas. Poor Thomas under
I
the
just imagine him
stairs.
stuffed up under those stairs like Kyle in that Denah. All them TVs.
We're going to be like at like 400 episodes, and we're still going to be like fucking Kyle.
In the Denah.
In the
all
Denah.
them TVs. And poor Thomas shoved up under those stairs.
So anyway, in the basement, women have their hair played with, and they've been touched. And one lady actually left with a scratch mark on the back of her neck. So it gets kind of violent down there. And I guess Thomas and probably Raymond, since Thomas is just under the stairs,
yeah,
likes to play with their hair and touch them. And that, I mean, is there just creepy ghosts at this place? Like, if you go up the steps, Samuel
yeah,
will mess with you. I love how I don't even know what my notes say. And then, like, if you're in the basement, Raymond fucking plays with you. Like, whoa, y'all, personal bubble. Thank ya.
They don't believe in bubbles.
They don't believe in bubbles. They're just like, you're in my bubble. This is my fucking place. But I mean, to be honest, understandable.
Yeah, the lighthouse keeper's meeting in 10 minutes. I gotta get it while it's hot.
Yeah. So objects had been thrown at guests who stay in the keeper's quarters. Doors slam on their own. And then one workman even felt a water hose being yanked from his grip. That I was just like, which could also be a coworker playing a joke on you.
Or you just
like
reach
Denah?
the end of that water hose?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a whole lot of...
Yeah, I've had like a kink in a water hose that has felt like someone pulling it from the other side.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that might just be like, he maybe went to the porta-john and got a little smoky smoke, and then was like, you're just pulling this water hose, dude.
Yeah. He's like... Or maybe, like, what happened, it's, like, one of those scenes where, like, the guy's running with the water hose, and it, like, catches, and then they, like, fly backwards. Yeah. And, like, everyone's like, are you fucking okay? But, like, the fucking ghost.
Oh, my God, that ghost, dude. Yeah, that might have been, like, a saving face story.
Yeah, maybe.
It was the ghost.
Yeah, probably. So, there is a tree on the property, and it's close to a cabin that archaeologists just discovered. And
what?
Yeah. So, like, right now it's kind of, like, taped off with, like, crime tape, I guess. The yellow tape.
Yeah.
You know. But, like, you can see the bricks where, like, part of the house was built, and kind of can see where the fireplaces are.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Well, it's super awesome that they're still, like, discovering things.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. But there's a tree on this property, cabin. The Hart family used to live in this cabin, and Charles Hart and 2 of his children were buried there. Anyway, a woman was standing under this tree, and she felt hands on her throat and was, like, choking her, which is, like, a huge note for me. Like,
yeah.
Whoa, no, please stop. Maybe that's, like, one of the people who, like, came in with a bad attitude, and they're just like, let's just fix this
why
tree.
is she standing over there under that tree by herself?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's fair.
I don't know. Maybe it was...
Not that I'm saying she deserves to be choked, but maybe she was in a pissy mood, and the ghost was like, you ain't got no reason to be mad, I'm dead.
Yeah, but, the ghost hunters, they investigated it and they couldn't find anything. So who knows what happened with that. Feelings or sixth sense, I guess you would say, would be people would be feeling cold spots, have a feeling of being watched. So just kind of an overall creepiness.
Mm-hmm.
That while I was there, I didn't really feel any of that stuff. Both Charlie and Wendy, they did say like they felt like heaviness on their chest sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, me being like someone with anxiety, I was like, or it's anxiety. Like, I feel a little heavy in my chest too, but you know.
That's just a normal feeling. Do you not always feel like that?
What?
What do you mean?
So, like I said, the Pensacola Lighthouse has been featured on a lot of people's YouTube channels. I watched a video by Holden Hardman, which is a local guy, I believe. He did the ghost tours, and that's kind of like how I knew what I was getting into when I went. So I watched his video, and then like you can watch Ghost Hunters, the episode. It streams on Discovery Plus, which I broke down and got the subscription after thinking about it for two weeks. You can also check for yourself because they do have ghost tours every so often, and you can find that on their website.
How often are the ghost tours?
I think.
Like, do they happen once a week or?
Well, I know that this one that I went to yesterday, it was the only one for the whole month.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they might have 2 for July.
Yeah, because it's tourist season.
Yeah, so I don't know how often they do it. Actually, I enjoyed it so much that I was actually talking to them about volunteering.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Well, I was like, do you have to be military? Because obviously you have to be military or DOT. Is that what it's called? To be on the base at night. And so obviously we were on the base at night. So I was like, do you have to be active military to be able to get on the base so that you can volunteer? And they're like, no. Like, you can volunteer, and then you'll, like, after so long, we'll give you a pass.
Yeah.
Of course, you probably have to do, like, a major background check and, like, all this stuff that, I mean, I'm going to pass because I literally have nothing on my record.
Yeah.
I'm a good noodle. Like, just the idea of getting in trouble would, like, freak me out.
Oh my gosh, I know. I can't even, like, drive fast anymore. Like, if I notice that I'm going 80 on the freeway, I'm like, ooh, girl, you do not have money for that. Go down to 75. Calm down. Because that's a whole different ticket.
Yeah. If you even get pulled over.
Yeah. Which I never do, because I'm also, like, you know, a 30-year-old woman just driving down the interstate in a sedan.
Yeah.
They're like, she's not doing anything.
Yeah. But yeah, it was so cool, so awesome. I felt totally safe at the lighthouse. That was one of the things that I was nervous about. Like, I felt so safe that, like, even when I got home, I didn't say just like I told you I was going to. Well, it was just like,
they're probably not bothered with you.
Yeah. I mean, just the fact that I felt safe in the lighthouse, probably because I was surrounded with a group of 5 other people.
We should do a demonic something or other.
Yeah, see, Ryan on the BuzzFeed Paranormal, he had a role that he would only do 1 demon a season.
Is that what you're going to do too?
I think I'm going to do that. We don't do seasons, but I think I'm going to do like 1 demon every year.
Ooh.
Because that scares the shit out of me, and I'm going to protect myself on those.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I mean, yeah. My next episode is on protection, so
ooh,
I got you.
Yes. So, but yeah, there's actually, did I tell you about this book that I saw at, like, Live and Let Live?
No.
It was called, like, How to Protect Yourself as a Ghost Hunter, and I think I'm about to have to go get that now, because, like, as I was preparing to go to the lighthouse, I was a little bit nervous, and I was like, what in the hell am I going to do to protect myself? I need some fucking holy water. I need to learn the Lord's Prayer. Like, I was like, how the fuck?
How have you gotten out of a religious upbringing and you don't know the Lord's Prayer?
Because I have horrible memory.
I was raised by pagans and I know the Lord's Prayer.
Nope.
That's funny.
Nope.
That's really ironic.
I have the worst memory ever. Like, if I was facing a demon and I had to, like, come up with a scripture just off the cuff, I would probably die. Because, I mean, like, I would probably do, like, Genesis 1:1 in the beginning.
Yeah.
Or I would probably... Yeah, that's pretty much all I have.
I would probably just tell it to leave.
Or I would just... Like, I actually had a dream. Oh gosh, we're going on now. I actually had a dream one time when I still lived at home that I walked into my brother's room. I don't remember if it was my brother's room or our office at that time, because when my brother moved out, it became an office. But I remember walking into the room, and it was super dark, and I walk in, and the door slams behind me and locks, and, like, I feel, like, this, like, evil spirit on me, and I couldn't think of a flippin' scripture, so I started singing.
I mean, that works too, probably.
Yeah. I'm sure, like, anything like that, it would be fine.
Oh my gosh, what if you just, like, started, if you got, like, confronted with a demon and you couldn't think of a religious song, so you just, like, started belting out, like, Taylor Swift or something.
This is my
religion. And the demon was like, what? Like, the power of Taylor Swift compels you.
Oh my god.
And we are never, ever, ever getting back together, Mr. Demon.
Oh my god.
That would
shake
be
it
so
off.
fun. Yeah, shake it off, Demon. Shake it off.
Because now we got bad blood. Oh my fucking god.
Oh man.
We can keep this going forever.
Oh my gosh, I know. She's got 800 billion songs.
Oh my god. So, again, thank you for joining us. You can catch us here every Monday, where we will continue to talk about true crime, paranormal, metaphysical, new age shit while getting high, because that's what's best. We also have an Instagram. It's called the Spooky Stonerzzz podcast. That's Stoners with 3 Z's. If you would like to contact us about your personal true crime or paranormal story, or if there is a subject that you'd like us to cover, you can email us at thespookystonerspodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's Stoners with 3 Z's. So we will see y'all next Monday, or in our case, in 5 minutes. Well, before we start doing the next episode. We'll see you next Monday, and in the meantime, smoke on, Spooky Stonerzzz.